It's a terrible one. Sunday morning. This is the dining hall of Bethlehem Girls Catholic School in Abule Ado off the Lagos Badagry Expressway. This is the aftermath of the explosion that happened this morning, and we understand that this is their dining hall where they dine, and most likely from the sketchy information we have from some of the school authority around, members of the school authority that are around, like the chief security officer who wouldn't want to be mentioned on camera, had told us that some of them were dining here when perhaps that explosion happened. You can see shoes, you can see bags. This is the supposed lunch packs, something for their lunch box. I know. I'm on the beam. I'm using the beam as a guide. You can see that's the school drum, bags all over the place, keys, hostel keys, shoes, purse, wallets, money, berets, all of those items indicative that this place was an active place this morning when this explosion happened. You can see charred roofs, windows, charred aluminum windows, bent over, squeezed over. That's the power of this. It's difficult to tell what exactly has caused this explosion, but what we can tell you for certainty is the wanton destruction that we see around here. Houses, roofs blown off as a result of the explosion, which was followed by this wildfire you see, and there's a load of effort by first responders here who are trying to see how much they can do in terms of rescuing the situation. You can see houses collapsing, all collapsed building, roofs blown off, transformers all blown up, and this is the situation. This is the situation we have here, and hopefully by the time they succeed in putting out this side, the remaining side of the fire here, we can now begin to do a proper accountability as regards houses that have been raised down.
Yes, thank you very much.
You can't shut me down.
I can shut you
you
down.
Can't shut me down. Yeah, but you cannot. But you cannot just shut me down. You can't shut me down. Sorry. That's not what to do. You don't come and cover my camera. That's not what to do first. Sorry. That's not your training.
Stay behind, please.
Yeah, you can expect this kind of interruptions around here. These guys don't want you to see if they are doing a good job or not, but we will continue to film, and this is the situation. It's really devastating. The number of houses that will likely have gone down here will be the largest in terms of destruction that we have seen this year, and maybe in a lot of years behind us. The number of houses I can see from this destruction, oh my God, we'll be running into hundreds. And of course, this happened at the earlier house today. I can't imagine how many people may be able to have made it out of these houses, because it's a Sunday morning. You can see cables, electric cables, all downed, all fell. You can see shops burnt out, houses We're hoping that people are not trapped in these buildings that have collapsed, but the roofs blown up, fire still raging in some part, cars destroyed. You can see trucks, people running helter-skelter, trying to see if they can get anything to salvage. At this point, we can't tell how many people are trapped. It's an unfortunate situation. It's an unfortunate situation. You can see this building has just dropped because of the force that came with the explosion. We're yet to determine if it's a gas explosion or a pipeline explosion, but it came with a lot of force, it came with a lot of gravity, it came with a lot of tenacity and intensity to the point that you can see, my goodness. This is the situation here of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Lagos-Badagry Expressway, I beg your pardon, somewhere between Alakija and Fin Niger bus stop.
They should fall down, they should please. No, there is. My men have called them, so. Okay, they should. Any assistance they can render now, they should help us. They should allow Federal Fire Service to do their perfect job.
So we have some conflicting reports as regards whether this is a gas explosion or it's a pipeline explosion. How much do you know of this?
Please, right now, I cannot say anything about whether pipeline or gas control. I cannot say anything about that. Or after this, I will carry out my investigation report and I will let you know.
But what you need now is the assistance of the NNPC.
The assistance of NNPC.
No, if you're calling for the assistance of the NNPC, it tells me already that you think it's a pipeline explosion.
No, anybody can assist us.
Okay.
For us to control the fire. It's
all right.
Too much.
All right, man. Thank you very much.
Help us.
All right, man.
Hello, gentlemen.
All right.
Okay. Sorry, I'm the spokesman for the spokesman. Don't let this fly.